Greetings, Hilton Head Rotarians. This is John Lundeen. I'm going to do a little instructional but not necessarily professional video here to talk about the Hilton Head Rotary public-facing image and kind of what Facebook and Flickr can do to promote what it is we do. One of the things I really believe in is the fact of the old quip about if this is the answer, then what was the question? I want to work on some questions for what Facebook and Flickr do for Rotary. So the first question is one about the demographics of those people who we communicate to, and it's come up with the Public Relations Committee that we want to work with a younger demographic to begin to educate the community and younger leaders about what it is that Hilton Head Rotary does. So here's a graphic that basically shows the age breakdown and male-female breakdown and suggests that the largest numbers of people are in the 18 to 24 and 25 to 34-year-old demographics. And this meets with what social media is accomplishing, but this basically puts us out there for a channel that younger demographic uses. The next question I want to talk about is, what does Rotary do? My thought is that this is Facebook shows off what we do every day in Rotary. One of the things I do for each president as they go out is I take all the Facebook posts and just kind of scroll through them for a video, and then because it shows the year in summary. The next question is, does Hilton Head Rotary have a paper, a newspaper? And then the final question for Facebook is, can we show how a prospective member what it is that we do, what our activities are? So let's kind of click over to the Facebook page. To me, this is kind of where we get started. This is the top. I'm going to kind of scroll down and I guess they go to some of the postings. So this is the posting for today's meeting. And one of the things that I get as being the administrator is a posting of what the reach is. Now, this isn't people that actually view it, but it's basically notifications and other things and clicks. So it says that this particular post has had 55 people reach, and that's average for just an announcement like this. But then we go down to the last Rotary year and basically the summary of last week's meeting, and it had 158 people reached. The no meeting for July 4th reached 67 people. Not many people looked at that. I typically do a little historical thing about special days like the 4th of July. 55 people reached. After I took the pictures from last week, I wanted to make sure that people had the access to them. I'll go back to this in a minute, but this one had 300 people reached. And this is the announcement for last meeting. And then this is the previous meeting where Mark Grosbeck received the Rotarian of the Year award. 219 people reached. Well, this thing, you noticed that there are people down here that give it a thumbs up, and that Mario did that, John Howe, and 4 others. The idea is this one of the actions you can take. Give it a thumbs up that you like it. The end of the year party had 650 people reached. The announcement for the end of the year party, 213. So you can begin to see that there's different activity for different announcements, promotions. Glenn Neff's presentation, 134 people reached. Safety Town went to Wexford, 740 people reached. It's a much more popular type of thing that gets shared around the community. The next one here I've got is the program announcement. One I wanted to get to is Charles Perry. With Charles, we just did the announcement that he was an honorary member. It reached 2,200 people. We find that people who are well connected in the community and younger people, like scholarships and youth awards and teacher awards, get much higher reach. So anyway, I wanted to show you kind of what goes on here, and I think that this can also help us as far as the reach, help us to know what are popular programs and what are less popular programs. But what I want to do is show you kind of one of the links that I put in. This link, I put the link into the pictures from the last meeting, Don's meeting, and I linked it to Flickr, which is a repository for pictures. And this takes you right to the Flickr page and has all the pictures of everybody where you can download them. They'll pop up to sign in, and you can see that they're in good quality and everything else. And if somebody wants to download one of these or send it to somebody, you can do that easily. But so what happens is that Flickr, this is just one, what do they call, an album. We can go through and see the fact that on this Flickr page that I've set up, and I would really like to get Rotary's full-hearted endorsement and assistance on this, because I've done this just as a proof of concept. But the idea, they're different albums, and I can tell basically how many people have come to view. Anybody can see how many people. So last Rotary meeting, 23 people viewed the 37 photos. And there's the end of the year party that I took photos from, and then here's the previous week's Rotary meeting, and the week before that Rotary meeting, and the Wexford Safety Town Adventure, and other meetings we've had. And then I kind of got some old ones in here, and after hours, day one at Habitat House. So anyway, I encourage you to go have a look at this. I will give you a link that you can get to it. And I think that the combination of having images available for everybody all the time, that are categorized, that will help take Linda out of the photos management business, and it'll give everybody much greater access to our Rotary photos for stories and research and whatever they want to do. So these two things answer lots of the questions that we have that go with Rotary and communications to the community and to our membership. So I would heartily endorse Flickr and Facebook for Hilton Head Rotary. Thank you. Bye.